Some dreams are big. Some dreams are small. Some dream to go from place to place. Dreams of love and ever after. Dreams and sacrifices that builds the future. Whatever the dream or step or journey, you can do more with a partner that cares about your dreams. Access, more than banking.
Access Bank PLC, in the course of last week, announced that they were recognized as best commercial bank in Nigeria, according to a statement by the bank's managing director, Herbert Wigwe. It says, "We are grateful for this recognition of our relentless efforts in becoming a world-class financial institution." I put the question first to you, Aruna. Saying that this is an international award, what do you think is the significance?
I think if you can recall when Access took over Intercontinental, when it was making a bid to take over Diamond, we used to the joke that it has swallowed one rat, want to swallow the second rat. Chances are that we have constipation, but we have discovered that it has the appetite. They want to swallow
Elephant.
an elephant. And when you actually look at
No, it can't swallow elephant. It can swallow hippopotamus.
when you look at the result has been coming out from Access after that acquisition, you cannot but wonder. When I look at this quarter two, I was just wondering, can you discover that their top line is almost equal to the top banks? So I believe it's a well-deserved honor.
Malam, what does the award portends for investors in Access Bank?
Well, to me, it is nothing more than mere just justifying what these people intend to achieve.
But
When I take
why
over
are they
this-
getting international awards?
Look.
And Nigerian institutions are not awarding them. Is it that we have a case of a prophet who is not honored? In
Well,
his own
it's
home?
not that the issue. The truth of the matter, this is the bank that where the founders work with their vision. When I take over Access Bank, they said they want to be the top 5. Nobody believed them.
I was in the meeting.
Today, they are number 1 in terms of gross earning, in terms of branch, in terms of size. And they prove beyond reasonable doubt that when banks are looking for the bank to acquire, they say they don't want to acquire. The top 2, they say they are not acquiring anybody. Today, they are laggers. Because they have seen it by acquisition, this bank has reached a level that beyond any other bank, the only thing that you can take cue behind them, they are already ahead of the rest. And they have proved beyond reasonable doubt they can acquire, and having acquired, they will try their best to make sure they work the same smoothly. Today, all the big banks, the Intercontinental, the Diamond they have acquired, they work smoothly. And they are acquiring outside the country. Recently, they acquired one in South Africa. For the first time, a Nigerian bank, origin from Nigeria, acquiring a bank in South Africa. It was their bus. But they proved beyond reasonable doubt. So it is left for the rest to either follow the suit or they will be left over.
What
Access
is in
today.
need for investors? There are some unbelievers. You see, on everything I do, either the radio or the television or online or in our newspaper, well, I've beaten the drums, drumming about Access Bank. I've sang it in song, singing about Access Bank. I've done the analysis, analyzing Access Bank, recommending it in thick and thin, recommending it when the price was coming down, recommending it when the price was moving up. There are so many people there that will have accused me in so many ways. But God knows my heart that some of the things people will accuse me of, I don't do them. All right? But that is not the bone of contention here. Now, I think it is commonly said in my village that, as a matter of fact, I think I read it in Things Fall Apart in my elementary literature class, that the Iroko that fell from the high, the lizard that fell from the high Iroko tree did say to himself that he would praise himself if nobody else. I think I'm a good analyst. Now, what will be your message? We are still coming to analyze the second quarter result. We are not there yet. What will be your recommendation based on these awards to those who are not investors in Access Bank as yet?
The award is a testimony by the international community that if you don't see it, they have seen it all. And to couple everything, the bank proved beyond reasonable doubt. When there was a delay of approval of interim dividend by the CBN, we start blaming CBN. But by the time Access release their result, will increase in the interim dividend. If to prove beyond reasonable doubt, if you do well, CBN is ready to reward you. Because they did not only continue with their 25 kobo interim dividend, they moved it to 30 kobo.
The turnover increased or grew by 13.58%. Profit after tax 42.44%, bringing the earning per share to 2 naira 45 kobo. At a price of 9 naira 20 kobo as at Friday of last week, the PE ratio is 3.76. The earnings yield 26.58%. Profit margin 19.29%. Not that alone. The bank has chosen to declare an interim dividend of 30 kobo. I put the first question to you, Aruna. How will you describe this result?
It's my candidate. It's a candidate for my portfolio for any seed of 26%. Like I told you, for any stock that have 10% and above, it's a candidate for my portfolio. And when you look at the P ratio 3.76, what you should understand and what is saying, you know,
this is not annualized though.
The earnings is the denominator in the equation. So the bigger it is, the smaller the end result, which we are saying. Assuming that the earnings is smaller, we will be seeing more than the 3.76 we are saying. So it means that the earnings is that as big as the prices, which suggests that it's underpriced.
The underpriced.
That is
Malam, is it not strange to get this kind of performance in the market?
Well, for me, this is a stock that qualifies for all. If you are a short-term trader, go for Access Bank. If you are a medium-term trader, go for Access Bank. If you are a long-term trader, go for Access Bank. It will not disappoint any.
To now see, not annualized, 3.76 PE ratio for Q2. If this result is sustained till the fourth quarter, what should be our expectation?
By next year, this time, Access will not be in the group where it is. It will jump to the other group. And all those that play the market, they know where the other group is. So you will find it there. I have no doubt over that. Look, when other banks are coming with the flat performance, marginal increase, this one is giving you double-digit increase in turnover, in profit before tax.
Where is this profit coming from?
Because they keep on acquiring. You know they are very aggressive. So when they acquire those moribund banks or the banks that are more or less, they will turn them around by pursuing every debtor to pay for the money. And therefore they make huge recovery. We know what happened to the Access. What turned Jafol is Access Bank. Diamond Bank has loaded, is one of their bad debtors. When the Access Bank take it, turned around the thing. It changed Jafol, it changed the books. And therefore they have that capacity. And I'm telling you, many banks will learn from Access.
Do you see, Access is actually strong. This is not a joke. Because you see, in the NSAS palaver, you know, this was the only bank that compensated all their customers, all right, who were affected one way or the other. Maybe their offices got destroyed, their shops, their stores. You know what Access did? Access gave them loans without any charges at all. Not 1 naira charges. Not a penny, not a percentage charges. And they have a period of 2 years to pay back. And you are the one that will dictate. That bank is solid.
Look, if you want
If
to know,
most other banks do that, they die.
if you want to know the extent they have gone, 3 years back, ask 10 people to give you bank account. You will can count 1 or 2 access. Today, ask 10 people to give you bank account. You will see half of the bank account are from access. So that tell you the extent they have gone, and it serve lesson to the rest.
But let me tell you sincerely, if you look at how well Access has done in price this year, recording just 8.9% year to date, the market really has not
That is
compensated.
I think it
That
traded
is
at
the
7
market
naira
for
for
you.
long.
Market has their own way of rewarding the investor.
What is the own way?
You are here saying that in 1 month a stock gained 154%. Who told you that in the month of September, assets cannot do the same? Any stock can change. There is a time, and once the time, the market will not listen to anybody. It will go where it is going.
I think that because what Access is doing now is a build-up. These characteristics and features were there before these results were released. But I think the problem the market has is that they are not seeing it well.
No, they were waiting for a confirmation like this. They released Q1, they saw the direction, and they go, okay, let us see how well they can do.
Look,
by the time they release Q2, they confirm it. that
Let
this
me
is the
tell you,
direction.
the market is market. Many years we are trading buy to form and let them 4 naira. Today buy to form is 15 naira. Who moved the buy to form from 4 naira to 15 naira? Is it not the market? The market is the market. Give the market time. By the time you reward you, you start saying that it gained this percentage, it gained this percentage. Is it still the right time to buy? The market is going to do what it's going to do. Whether you care with the market or not, I assure you, the market reward those who do well.
So now, yes, in the long run, it is a fundamental law in Abeyonomics that in the long run, the price and the earnings of a stock will move proportionately. In other words, when you see improving earnings and stagnated prices, it is an abnormal situation, an abnormal movement. In the long run, that will be corrected. If you see earnings that are improving and prices are actually declining, that also is an abnormal movement. In the long run, it will correct itself because your child cannot come home with good results and you say, come, bring your head, give him a knock on the head. All right? So, except that is a crazy father. And I know that this market is sensible. Madam, we should be rounding off now. What do you have to say about Access Bank? I want you to be specific now. If you are saying I should, is the price cheap now? Is it the appropriate price?
It's the appropriate price, and I advise short-term traders buy Access Bank, medium-term traders buy Access Bank, long-term traders buy Access Bank.
But Access is not given to frivolous price gyration.
It doesn't matter. It's the matter of time.
Access is not given to frivolous market gyration. Aruna.
You know, I think, like you said,
It moves rather steadily.
It's the market. Like I said, from P ratio and the NECs just proved that at 9 naira 20 kobo is just too cheap. So I think in the next 1 or 2 weeks, where we are going to be seeing Access, it's over 10 naira.
But what was the performance when this result hit the market? What was the immediate reaction or response?
They took it. It went to 9.25. You know, like the market is, a number of people that would have taken the position at 7 naira. You know, a little while people want to take their profit. So I think that the civil war is still at this price. But I believe you maybe by the time we come back here next week, this price will be trading over 10.
Malam,